Hi everyone, my name is Rosie Raquelme, and I'm going to show you how we use DuckSoup in our orchestra classroom. Okay, the first thing you need to do is create an account. I've already done that, so I'm just going to sign in with my Gmail. You don't have to have a Google account, it's just helpful. You'll see why in a minute. Okay, so sign in with Google. Okay, and our county gives us Google or Gmail email addresses to use with our students. So I normally use this account, but to keep my student data private and safe, I'm just going to use my personal account that I don't actually have anything on. So this is exactly how your screen would look if you were logging on for the first time as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have to make an e-sheet. So what we do here at Collins Hill is we like to have our students annotate rhythms. It helps with counting, and using DuckSoup makes it really easy for us to do this regularly. Okay, so I'm just going to title my document, there we go. I'm just going to title it 3-12-20. Assignment. Okay, so I use this in two different ways. One, if I want to create my own rhythmic snippet, then I'll use the Docs add-on called Flat. Go to Unpitched, since it's for rhythm. And if in my classroom we were working on syncopated rhythms, then I can write my own syncopated rhythm to make sure that they were working on that. I could even add a dotted quarter note. And then, let's see. Anyways, so now I have a syncopated rhythm. Okay, and I can delete that last measure, and then I'll just click Insert. Okay, I also like to put my document into landscape mode, just so that I can click and drag to make it even bigger, which is easier for students once they're in DuckSoup, and you'll see what I mean. Another thing I like to do is going to sitereadingfactory.com, just type in my configuration, and then I'll just copy paste one of the rhythm snippets that they just auto-populate. Make sure you don't include the dynamic, because that will get in the way. And actually, so I can just do one line at a time. Copy. Come back over and paste. And then I can come and now do my second line. If I want to, I don't have to. Okay, copy. Oops, not find. Paste. Here we go. Okay, so it doesn't really look pretty, but for time purposes, I'm just going to move on. Normally, I would try and make them all the same size. Okay, so since I logged in with my Gmail account, DuckSoup is going to link with my Google Drive account. So that doc that I just created should appear. So I'll click on New e-sheet. And here we go. Here's the assignment I just made, 3-12-20 assignment. So I will double click. And again, you can use anything that's in your Google Drive. So if you already have an actual hard copy of a worksheet or something that you use, just scan that into your Google Drive and DuckSoup will find it. Okay. So here is my e-sheet that I just created. So then what I would do is I would click on Add Answer Block. And then a little text box pops up. Put it where I want it. Create. Then double click. Create another one. I'm going to make this one a little longer. Oops. I'm going to move that one over to the side a little bit so it doesn't get too crowded in there. Okay. And then make this one. This one can be small because it's just going to be one character. Okay. And then for time purposes, I'm not going to do that second measure. Okay. So anyways, you see what I would just continue doing for all of the measures. Okay. Now, as the teacher, I need to go in and write the answers. So I'm just going to click on the text box, come over here to the right where I see this W. Okay, and then I can pick, the question number, the answer type, text, number, math, chemistry, blah, blah, blah. I don't use number because it won't let you select the and option. So I use text. Okay. So then what I do is just type in the answer. 1 and 2. Now, we use this and, not the plus sign, but you can use the plus sign. You just have to make sure that you tell your students which one you are using, because DuckSoup will mark it wrong if you enter in the ampersand and then your students enter in the plus sign. So you need to make sure that they know exactly how you need it, and they need to enter it. Okay, then and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and again, this is just how we like to have our students subdivide. You can do it however you want. Okay, my e-sheet is done. But now I need to assign it to a class. So then I would go to my dashboard, which is where all my e-sheets would appear. And then you can either edit it, which we just finished doing, so we don't have to edit it. Monitor, which it gives you a live view of your students, or assign. So I'm going to assign it to the only class that I've made so far. Okay, so if I go to classes, the only class I've made. All right, and there it is in the background, but I don't have any students. So what I would need to do is give my students, they would have to log into DuckSoup and give them this code. So here, I'm using a different account. If I were a student logging in for the first time, I'm going to say no Google account because this email is already associated with my teacher account. I'll say student. Username, just type Rosie R and create a password. Okay, student ID, you don't have to enter that. Okay, but they do need to enter their names. Okay, join a class. So I just copy pasted the code, join, and there's my assignment. Okay, so if I wanted to complete it, I would just go in here, okay, and start filling it out. And students can do this on any device. Okay, and I'm purposely going to get this last one wrong so you can see what it looks like. So I'm going to do the plus sign. Okay, then I'll go to grade e-sheet. Are you sure you want to grade this e-sheet? Yes. All right, I got an 85.71. So on the teacher end, I would see that, and I would know exactly what I need to put in the grade book. And as the student, I can see what I got wrong. Also, the teacher can set how many attempts each student has. So this particular e-sheet had 2 attempts. So I could see what I did wrong, go back in, and fix my error. And it tells me what I got wrong, but it doesn't tell me the answer. Okay, grade e-sheet. There it is. I got a 100. And then back on the teacher view, monitor, chamber orchestra, and there's Rosie R with a 100. Okay, that's how I use DuckSoup. And I hope this video was helpful to you. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am more than happy to help. Thank you.